Okay, let's start, guys. Good morning. Can't hear you guys. Good morning. Online live, can you quickly confirm if I'm audible, visible, everything is clear? Perfect, perfect. Okay, thank you, online live. So let's quickly proceed, guys. The agenda for the day will be we will proceed with law. I'll introduce accounts tomorrow's class. Okay, the agenda for law will be today. We'll continue with dividend chapter and complete this fully. Then, if time permits, we'll start something new in law. Before I start, quickly, few minutes to revise. Today, not much to revise because we hardly finished one section yesterday. So quickly, guys, I want more energy than yesterday. As we keep going, energy has to increase. What section 1, guys? Section 1 of Companies Act. Title of Companies Act. Name Companies Act. Section 123. Dividend. Don't simply say dividend. What did you learn in dividend? What is the first thing you learned in dividend in the chapter? Company will pay? Okay, who will pay? Then how will we pay? Using current year profits or past year profits or combination of both. What's that called? My savings is called what? It's my reserve. I have my income, either current income or previous income. It gives me what? It gives me. Starts with S. It's my savings is my source of income. Source. So they say source for payment of dividend. Sources for payment of dividend. Clear, guys? So what is section 123? Or just simply call it payment of dividend. We will call 123 as what, guys? Payment of dividend. Loud, guys, I want you all to repeat. Online live and recording, I'm talking to you also. Just because I think today you can see a change. Not for offline, but online live, you can shift the camera angle has changed. Done it intentionally, so it's more convenient for you. I'm hoping you can feel that change. Okay. Now let's proceed. Let's proceed, guys. Let's quickly revise what we saw yesterday. Company, who will pay dividend, guys? Company, who will recommend? Board of directors, who will approve it? Shareholders. Dividend is paid from current year profits or previous year profits or combination of both. Then if I'm touching my previous year profits, then I have to follow what? Rule 3 of dividend declaration and payment of rules. How many rules we have? 3 rules. What is rule 1? What is rule average of last years? What is rule 2? Withdraw or usage rule. I can withdraw how much? 10% off. Paid up 10% of paid up share capital plus free reserves maximum in a year, but subject to setting off what? Current year losses. Why we are doing that? Because from reserves I'm taking money. First you adjust with current year loss. So my value comes down. You can only use little amount for paying. In simple logic, whenever you take from savings, what you will do with that first? You will take from savings. Let's say if you want to buy, using your savings for buy, you don't have a job for 3 months. Okay. But you want to buy a TV because in the house TV is not working. You want to watch TV. When you take from savings, first you will use it for day-to-day activities like buying cosmetics in the house, buying food, or directly you will go for TV. Day-to-day activities, correct? So directly TV. First we will use for what? Paying electricity bill, paying rent. Once those needs are met, then you will go into buying TV, correct? So when you withdraw 10% of your savings, he's saying first you adjust the current year loss. Then you use balance for paying dividend. What is the third rule? Balance rule. The balance in dividend after paying, balance in reserves and surplus after paying dividend should not fall below of paid up share capital. Are you all with me, guys? Clear till here? Now we'll proceed further. Let's finish section 123 itself. Section 123 says dividend has to be paid from current year or previous year profits. Previous year profits is reserves and surplus, correct? Yesterday we didn't see in detail what these reserves and surplus are, correct? What are they? Can I use it? What are the reserves we know? Free reserves, general reserve, securities premium, capital reserve, then revaluation reserve, some reserves. Which can I use, which I can't use? Which of these can I use, which I can't use for paying dividend? Are you understanding the question, guys? Okay, you are saying this we cannot use. CR, capital reserve, can be used. Okay, some saying, how many of you can be used? How many of you cannot be used? How many of you I don't know? It's okay to say I don't know now, but I want you to start thinking. As we keep going, you should get an answer. Now, capital reserve, some yes, some no, some don't know. Revaluation reserve, how many of you yes? How many of you know? Now, I can tell you, hey, this and all yes, sir. Hey, this and all no, mug up. But I will teach you one logic. You will try to understand the logic. Then I will come back and ask you same question. I will add another 4 more reserves. We will see if you're all able to tell the answer. Because logic is what? I'll give you an example. If you understand the logic, you don't have to mug up anything for exam. If you don't understand the logic, you have to sit down here and read. Hey, this reserve means I have to remember. Okay, note down. Okay, let's look at the logic. Now, company first will have sales of, then purchase, then we'll have gross profit, then all the expenses, net profit, other income will include rent, interest, expense will include salary. I'm talking about rental income. Here it will be rental expense, then let's say whatever stationery expense, all that. Correct, guys? Are you able to visualize a rough trading P&L account? Then we end up with a net profit. From this net profit, I pay tax. Then whatever is the balance, I can choose to pay what? Dividend. Correct? Now, follow carefully. Whatever is the balance, I will choose to pay what, guys? Dividend. Now, this net profit, I want you all to follow. This net profit is earned you from day-to-day activities of the business, or by selling fixed assets, I got profit. Day-to-day activities, correct? That means day-to-day, the money which shareholders gave, I am doing business, earn some profit, giving them back as dividend. Correct? Now, fixed assets in my balance sheet, this is my balance sheet, you assume, guys. Don't ask, sir, what is this? Fixed assets is 20. Okay. I am doing revaluation of my fixed asset. Do you all know what's revaluation? Increasing the value. That means, for example, this building where we are sitting in, for example, assume was purchased in 1990 at 20. Today its value will be how much? 200. It can be 200. But am I selling this building where we are taking the class? No. There is no intention to sell it in the foreseeable future. Correct? So, what entry will I pass for this revaluation? School, class 11. The entry. 20 became 200 in my balance sheet asset. What entry will I pass for revaluation? Fixed asset account debit. Amazing, guys. What's the amount? 182. Revaluation reserve account 180. Online live students and recording students, how many of you honestly, hand on heart, repeated the entry when I asked you? Here I had a few students repeat. You cannot sit silent. You cannot sit silent. Not fair. Okay, this is the entry. Correct? So I will write revaluation reserve 180. Fixed assets will become 200. Balance sheet will still tally. Correct? Abstract. Correct? Now, the question is, can I use this? Okay. Assuming I use this. Hey, 180 rupees profit is there. Woohoo! I will use this and give dividend of 180 to all my shareholders. Shareholders also are very happy. They went home very happy. Share price of company went up. All of you happy? Hello? Happy today. Tomorrow what happened? Example only, guys. Earthquake came, building fell down. We don't know the future, correct? Earthquake came and building fell down. This 200 value today is how much, guys? Land will have a value, but building, 0. Now I'm getting scared. This reserve was represented by this asset on this side. This asset suddenly became 0. That means the reserve also became 0. That means, can I say, I am paying dividend to my shareholders out of profits not even recognized in my hand? 180 is a profit here. Which one? This 180 is a profit which is not recognized, and I'm using unrecognized profit and paying dividend. Can I do that? Like spending 5 lakhs using my credit card without having the ability to repay. Then today you will be happy, but tomorrow you will be in trouble. Correct? We itself won't do it. Can I allow the company to use RR to pay dividend? To follow? Sir, okay, sir. You're talking like this. This 20 asset, no, I will sell it, sir. I want fresh paid, sir. Fixed asset 20. I will sell this. Yeah, asset sold. Okay. So sold for what is the entry for sale? Sale for 200. Bank account debit 200. We will write bank account instead of cash. Pool we used to write cash. But because today all the transactions, our government wants what? Digitalization. So how can we write cash? Bank account debit 200. 2. Fixed assets 22. Profit on sale. Profit on sale. How much? This 180 will be transferred where, guys? Cap in my balance sheet. Correct? Now I'm saying, hey, you told me previously 180 don't pay. Unrealized gain. So now I will sell my asset. I've no need building. I'll sleep on the floor itself out on the road. I will sell my building and take this 180 and give my shareholders. Now money is realized. See here. Bank 200. I will pay 180. 20 I will keep for myself. Can I do this now? Can I use this capital reserve gain to pay dividend? How many of you? Yes. How many of you? I don't know. I think majority is for don't. So just look at what happens. Company paid. 180 paid. Shareholders are happy. 180 paid. Shareholders are happy. Now, the shareholders are happy. Online live, whenever you are typing a chart, I'll have to look. If you unmute, I can hear you. Okay. Shareholders are now happy. Everybody happy, guys. Receive dividend. Year 1, year 2, year 3. Year 1, I paid dividend of, let's say, 20. Assume lakhs or crores, whatever. Year 2, I paid dividend of 30. Year 3 only, I sold my asset. So I have more money. I'm paying 180 in year 3. Can I pay 180 in year 4? That means this is a abnormal transaction. It's like every day on 1 minute. Hold on, guys. Online live, I think there's some issue. No problem. Online live who's watching, just hold on for 2 minutes. Some technical, I'll just. Online live, is it clear for you now? Just quickly confirm, unmute and just tell me yes, is it clear? Yes. Okay. Okay. I think there was some lag earlier. It should be sorted now. Otherwise, we'll buy a new system. That's the next option. Okay. Just to summarize where we left off, I know when the flow gets affected, you might miss the concept. So you all remember this revaluation example, correct? I told you in revaluation, we will not use the money for giving dividend. Why? Because gain is not yet realized. Now I am saying, to defeat this, what I am saying, I will sell my asset. Fixed assets of 220 is sold for 200, and then I passed entry bank account debit 200 to fixed asset 20 to profit on sale 180. This is transferred to capital reserve. Now I will say, hey, I got the money. I will use this money for paying dividend. Don't question me. If this happens, year 1 I would have paid a dividend of 20. Year 2 I would have paid a dividend of 30. Year 3 would have been 180. And year 4, I asked you a question. Can we pay 180 in year 4? That means this is an abnormal activity. Correct? Now, just because tsunami came back in 2004, around that time, will I be scared to go to beach every day? So, it's an abnormal activity, just happened once, like an earthquake or something. So, sale of asset and realizing gain on that profit is two things. One, it's abnormal. Okay, sir, even though it's abnormal, instead of paying 180, somebody will have a doubt. What if I pay 30 also that year, using that one profit of 180, correct? So, they're saying, now, shareholders gave the money to do day-to-day business, correct? And from day-to-day operations, the profit will be returned as dividend. This profit of capital reserve is not a day-to-day income, not recurring income. So can I use that? Can I use a non-recurring income to pay a recurring payment? Dividend is every year payment, correct? No. So I will not use what? CRN. I will not use capital reserve. I will not use what? Revaluation reserve. Clear, guys? Now come back to this question. You tell me, can I use free reserves? Can I use general reserve? Can I use SP? Doubtful. Some are saying no, some are saying I don't know. But anybody, yes? No. We will see this in detail when we go to section number 52. For example, I'm going to ask you, can we use securities premium for buying car? Buying car? Can I use securities premium for buying mobile phone? How many of you yes? How many of you no? The answer we will see when we go to section 52. I'll give you straight away answer now. Take 1 month time. We will discuss only in April, I think, this chapter and all. Can I use it for buying car and mobile phone? Answer is yes. I'll tell you how. We will see it in when we go to section 52. Anybody, if you ask, they will say, no, it cannot be used. But the answer is 100% yes. I can tell you confidently. With evidence, with backing, and all companies do it. I will show you when we go to section 52. Leave that. So just now we discussed CR cannot be used. RR cannot be used. So can I summarize by saying any notional gains like RR, notional gains or gains which are not recurring in nature should not be used. I should use only day-to-day profit. Correct? Are you able to follow, guys? Sir, okay, sir, it's been almost half an hour since we started today. What should I remember so far? Dividend can be paid only out of free reserves. For exam and all, they will not ask to take away. Why notional gain should not be used? Logic, so that we will remember. Okay. So I will teach you this. I will also teach you what is relevant for exam. Both. Next, company has taken deposits. Do you know what is deposit? Bank will accept FD. Like that, company is accepting deposits. They didn't repay the deposits. Can they pay dividend? Can they pay dividend, guys? That means a liability is not yet paid, but they want to pay dividend to shareholders. Will I allow? Will I allow, guys? It's like saying, I've taken a loan. I am not able to repay the loan, but I'm going to use my money and buy a new car. Will the bank allow? You have taken a loan of 5 lakhs. You have not paid loan of 5 lakhs. Due date over. Your bank account has 5 lakhs balance. With that 5 lakhs, instead of repaying the loan, you already have a car. You are buying one more car. Will the bank allow? Same way, company has accepted deposits, not repaid. We cannot pay dividend. In detail about what is deposits, don't worry. We will see in section 73 to 76 when we go to deposits chapter. Nothing to worry. Clear, guys? Now, lastly, those three rules, why do we have it? In case we are using previous year profits. Okay, but why the whole purpose of the rule is to ensure that the company does not overspend the money, correct? Company does not overspend the money. Who will overspend the money? Not all the companies, correct? If I delete these rules, what's the problem? If I remove these rules, what will happen? Some companies will still follow and use the savings appropriately. Some companies will. Companies like Giri, what they'll do? I will use within 10%. Some companies like Ram will spend fully in the same year. Now, possibility is there of, hello, all of you understanding. So we are having rules, correct? Rule 3 with 3 rules. Government is saying, this is for others because you will not follow the rules. Who are we? Who are we? We are the government, correct? We are the one making the rules. That means, will we follow? Question, guys. Recording is happening. We are the ones who made the rules. I am the government, for example. That means I will follow. Therefore, they are saying, if I am a government company, which is 100% held by government, that means I only made the rules. So I will definitely follow. So Government Act is saying these 3 rules are not applicable to a government company. 100% owned by government. Understanding logic of. These rules are applicable for all companies. Private company paying dividend, follow. Public company paying dividend, follow. But 100% government company will not follow these rules. Why? You only made the rules, sir. Why should I follow? Traffic rules is made by whom? Monitors traffic rules, traffic police. That means they will definitely follow it. You don't have to tell them, correct? That is what the law says. So we'll come back to the material. Yesterday we finished seeing these 3 boxes, correct? We saw the first 3 points, correct? Now I'm giving you down point number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just. Point number 5, point 1, 2, 3, 4, we are just done. I will show you what is summary notes also. Let us finish the chapter to an extent, okay? I will give notes for every chapter, but that's called summary notes because what's there in the book is important. Now, company which failed to comply with 73 and 74, that means if you failure to repay deposits, you can't pay what? Dividend. Then, before declaring dividend, you have to set off with previous year loss, depreciation, all of that, correct? Then unrealized gain, notional gain, revaluation of asset, all this should be excluded. We saw that. Then fourth one, rule 3 is not applicable to a government company in which 100% of share capital is held by central government, state government, or combination of both. Are you all clear till here, guys? Any doubts till here? Now let's proceed. I know yesterday I asked about why we are adjusting depreciation. Yes, please ask the doubt online. Yes, that's why rule is not there. Understood? The question I'm getting online is, if it's 100%, I'll repeat all the online questions for the benefit of recording students and offline if you can't hear. Vice versa. Offline students ask a doubt, I will repeat for online live. If I miss to repeat, who will remind me? 100% government company. The shares are held by central government or state government. Now, what the rule I'm saying is, these 3 rules are not applicable when a 100% government company is using savings or also other words using previous year profits. So question I'm getting from online is, sir, when 100% government company declares dividend, Full dividend will go to government. Correct? Full dividend goes to government. That means if a 100% government company declares more dividend, for whom it's beneficial. That's why I'll remove the, because rule gives me a limit of how much. Not that I can declare how much. I can do that, but this is not what I'm teaching you. What I'm saying is, it is exempted for a government company because government will strictly follow rules. So don't tell me rules. Understood? Able to follow, guys. Online understood the doubt, understood logic. In exam, don't write. Government will follow rules. That's why. Recently, results came. I think just now in Jan results. One student still didn't get his results. He messaged me, sir. For me, in result when I put UFM came when I put results. Foundation or inter, I don't remember. I think inter UFM. What does UFM means? Unfair means. Unfair means used. Then there was a mail ID. Then he mailed ICA. I said, you mail them, ask them what happened, send a request. In the answer sheet, he wrote, please pass me, result withheld. They replied back saying, in your answer sheet in one of the subjects, we saw the words, please pass me. So your result is withheld. Then again he requested, they asked him to come to institute for hearing. One court hearing will happen in the institute. He has to go and tell, sorry, then if you request like that, if they consider, they will release the result. I will tell all this in the end of the class, but since I got reminded, you don't write what to say. Government means they will follow rules. God is there. All those things. One time, one guy wrote some Sri Krishna or some God things he wrote on the paper, result with him. So don't write all these things, guys. Come back to something. So clear? With this, we are done with section 123. Finally, first section is done in law class. Now, proceeding further, guys. We are not done. Today, my agenda is complete dividend chapter. I'll be happy. We'll all be happy. Guaranteed 4 marks in your law exam. I can guarantee and give you. Take any past exam paper. Okay. Now, company declared dividend, guys. We declared the dividend. Within how many days should I pay you? Today, assume today's day. If a company declares dividend, we will get the money in 2 days. Why? Because payment happens through online banking mode. They don't pay you in GPay. They will do your bank transfer. That means if I promise today, tomorrow you can see money in your bank account. Okay. Now, let us go back to the time when the law was made. When was the law made? 2013 is current act. But before this we had. Before 1956 we had 1913 also. So almost 100 plus years, and plus it is not Indian law. We took it from British. We should not use the word copy. We borrowed it from the British law. Now, in those days when the company declares dividend, do we have Google Pay? So how will the dividend be paid that time? Cash means I will give you cash. You will tell, hey, I didn't get you will fight. So what we will do? Money order, or we will call the dividend warrant or check, correct? So to give check, how long should I give the time to company to make the payment? Now imagine we are in 1900 when the law was made. So that time when the company declares dividend, I want you all to participate, guys. Participation is low, but it's fine. First class is like that. As we keep going, I want equal participation from online live and offline. Okay. So you tell me, 15 days time, that means I have to send the post, you have to get it. It is a tedious process. I have to prepare post. Ellarkum check up or no. We should write, we should sign the check, correct? Not 1-2 shareholders, lakhs of shareholders, correct? So the law is saying you have to make the payment at least within 30 days. Okay. Today, timeline may not be relevant because we get in 2 days here. So if I declare today, let's say for example, 2nd March 23, when we are having the class, you will have to pay before 1st April. Be able to follow, guys. Understanding of. Then they are saying, now, let's say you are wearing one banian, you are wearing one shorts, banian also a stone. You go to ITC Grand Chola Hotel. Will they allow you inside? They'll allow. They'll say, okay, fine, fashion show pola, they'll allow inside. Then you go to the restaurant, you took the menu card, okay, and you ordered 5 dishes. Each dish is 4,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees bill. Now, will they come and give the food to you? Normally, if you wear a normal dress, like how we are wearing now, all of us, we go, they will take the order. But that time, will they take the order? First, what they'll ask, whether you can pay. That means sometimes we get a doubt if someone makes a promise whether you can pay. If I go to a Rolls Royce showroom today and tell, hey, order one Rolls Royce car, I'll pay 10 crores. Papa, yara nee. Can you pay for Rolls Royce? He will, first thing he will ask is, you go to a Louis Vuitton showroom. If you know a brand, world's most expensive, what to say, brand, Louis Vuitton. Handbag will be 5 lakhs. Okay. I went to a showroom in Bangalore. When I went there, I took the handbag. Price tag kano. Price tag price tag irukadu. You should go to the billing counter and give your card. Then they will give the bill. That means the type of sale they're saying is they don't care about price. So the main, why I'm giving all these examples, we'll always connect back with subject. That means when I make a commitment, you should have the ability to pay. Correct? So when I go to Louis Vuitton showroom, first the salesman will see you and judge you. He'll judge you whether you can buy or not. If I go to ITC, whether they don't tell you or not, they will see and judge us. Okay, this person can pay, this can't pay. Correct? Same way, follow. When a company declares dividend as a shareholder, we will all judge the company. Back in 1900, correct? That whether this company can pay. This company is saying, I will pay within 30 days. But the company should not give the chance to judge me. What the company is saying, whatever money I am going to pay, I will transfer all that money to a separate bank account within 5 days. Are you understanding? That means today is what? 2nd March. Within 5 days, exclude second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Before 7th March 23, I should transfer all the amount I declared as dividend, let's say 100 crores, to a separate bank account. Understood? Why? To show that I have the money, you don't ask me question. 30 days is there, other than governor. Okay, you be quiet. Are you understanding, guys? The process says, now we are reading section 123, read along with section 124. I'll tell you what is what section. And read along with section 125. 3 sections I'm combining. One mega timeline. Okay. So follow, guys. You don't have to remember ITC example. Don't have to remember Louis Vuitton example. I'm giving you example so you connect with the timelines. There's a logic behind it. So now, after declaring dividend, pay within. Transfer to separate account within 5 days. Okay. Now, after 30 days, is it guaranteed that everybody will get the dividend? That means I sent a check to Giri's house. Giri is not in his house. Goa. Giri is in Goa. Check came, postman put in the post box. He came back, he saw the check. Then he said, what is this? He threw it, he went home and slept. Tired. Then 2 months, he didn't get the dividend. Now he's coming and fighting with the company. Possibility is there. Giri will do it. Correct? That means dividend is paid by the company, but it is not. It's received, but it's not what, guys? It's like I gave you a check, but you didn't. Starts with C. Collect one more. C, L, A. I didn't claim it. Correct. So I will use the word what's there in law. Okay. But that means it is unclaimed. Online live also, I want you to prompt, guys. Keep prompting. I will keep repeating online live recording. Repeat in your house, guys, multiple times. Okay. So dividend is unclaimed by whom? Who's Giri? Shareholder. Or dividend, that is first case. Second case, I didn't pay him the dividend. So dividend is unclaimed or unpaid. Dividend is unclaimed or unpaid. Within how many days? 30 days. Then the law is saying, for example, I declared dividend of 100 crores. Out of which 70 crores was cleared, transferred from company's account to shareholder's account. Remaining 30 crores is because it is unclaimed or unpaid. Whatever the reason, Act is saying, upon the expiry of these 30 days, you again transfer that money to another separate account in your books, and that account is the dividend paid, called unpaid dividend. Are you able to follow, guys? Are you able to follow? So declare dividend, declare after declaring date of dividend, 2nd March. So 1st April I have to pay. I didn't pay. 7 more days. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Correct? So before 8th April 23, not the entire amount, unpaid, unclaimed is how much? Will be transferred to a separate account called what? This is not separate bank account. That also we will do, but ledger account. From dividend payable in liabilities, I will transfer to unpaid dividend ledger account. Follow up. The simple, guys, sir. Exam, what should I remember? Once I declare dividend, pay within. Transfer separate bank account within. After expiry of 30 days, if there is any amount is unclaimed or unpaid, transfer to unpaid dividend account within 7 days. Online live, and I am not talking, it means I want you to talk. Just that I can't hear you. Prompt. Keep prompting. Okay? Unpaid dividend account. Clear? Now you tell me, guys, after transferring to unpaid dividend account, for example, let's say law material is coming on March 10th. I'll give everybody. Let's say we have 40 students, for example. I printed exactly 40. I gave all the books. One book is extra. What I will do? Nobody asked me. One law book is extra. Nobody asked me. What I will do? Sit with myself in admin room. Then what I'll do after 1 week? Will I just leave it? Hey, happada, nobody took the book. Cost saved. I will sell it outside. Or will I come to the class and ask, we have given the books, one person has not collected, anybody who didn't get the book. I will ask this or I will be silent. I will come and silent. That means when something which has to reach you has not reached you, I have to take efforts to find out who it is. So once I transfer to unpaid dividend account, company has to take efforts to find out this 30 crores is unclaimed by whom. To follow that, they have to prepare a list. For example, Giri, then Ram, then let's say your name. Sorry? Rishmata. Okay. I put Rishmata, then Ram and Giri. I will write their names. I will write their share number. I will write how much amount should they pay. I will write their last known address, last known email ID, last known contact number. Prepare one Excel sheet. Are you able to follow, guys? You tell me what all it will contain. Details of shareholder name, address, basic details, basic address, then email ID, contact details, then how much to pay. Dividend amount is important. Dividend amount, all that we will prepare a list. Upload this list on my web. To do all this work, how long it will take me? To prepare this list, how long it will take? Annual bank cooked. Hey, bank, you paid this thing. Huge list I have to prepare. It will take 1-2 months time. The law is saying this process is not simple. I'll give you more time. They're giving us 90 days, effectively 3 months, but we use the term 90 days time to prepare this kind of a report and publish it where? Publish it where, guys? Publish it where? So I will use this in our classes at least 50 times. Publish now. Whenever I use the term publish, in multiple sections we will see when company has to publish something, that means they have to publish in 2 places. In their Facebook account and Twitter page. Correct? Hello? Public announcement. Where should I publish, guys? The company's website and what is the other public document? Everybody gets up. Earlier we had only newspaper. After Companies Act 20, they added what? Website. Whenever I use the word publish, it's common everywhere. Publish in the website of the company, if any. If they have, I'll give notes. Don't worry, summary notes I will give you. and publish in newspaper. When I say newspaper, throughout the Companies Act, same answer. Throughout the Companies Act, same answer. They are saying publish in two newspapers. One is two and one is Times of India. அப்படியே இருக்கும் law. What will the law say? One is national paper which is in English. One is regional language because not everybody knows English. We don't use the term regional. They use the term vernacular language. Mylapore Times. Can I give it? For example, those who are not from Chennai. In Chennai, we have multiple areas. So where we are having class at Mylapore. Can I give in this small location? It should be in English or vernacular language in wide circulation across the city, across the district of register office. Clear off. So I will not teach this again. Next time if I tell publish means what you should tell. Newspaper, two newspapers, one English, one vernacular, having wide circulation, one website, if any. Common point, double, in this point, 3 lines you can write. How to write, sir? Company has to publish in the website of the company, if any, and publish in two newspapers, one being an English newspaper, another being a vernacular newspaper, having wide circulation in the location of the registered office of the company. 3 lines. Common point for at least 50 questions. This I can guarantee and tell you, in exam, in some question you will write. That one question this will come as a sub point. Understood? Clear, guys? This process, within how many days should I do? 90 days of what? Expiry of? No. This is how many days? Transfer unpaid within 7 days. I will again redraw, guys. Don't worry. Okay, 7 days. So to summarize again, so drop on. Okay. Now you tell me, guys. This red dot is the date of declaration. Within how many days separate bank account? 5 days. Separate bank account. Within how many days of declaration dividend should be paid? 30 days of the entire period. Okay. I told you my handwriting won't be good, but you should write neatly. Within 30 days of what, guys? Pay within 30 days. Okay. Next, after this, if I have any unpaid or unclaimed amount transfer to that account within paid dividend. Now, after I transfer, the minute I transfer to this account, within how many days? Follow, guys. We are doing 3 sections combined. I will tell you which is which section. Within 90 days, transfer where, guys? Transfer lang kadiyadu. What I should do? Prepare a report with what details? You know the details. Shareholder name, address, amount, email ID, contact number. Prepare one Excel, one sheet, and publish where, guys? I will no more use the term newspaper and website. I say publish means you should write what? Website plus 2 newspapers. Like this, we have some 4-5 common points we'll study. In the answer, in the 5 point, half mark will get. Clear, guys? Now, everybody clear till here? Now, next question. In 1994, let's say my father purchased some shares in a. Now, he forgot about those shares. He was doing his work. Suddenly in 2010, I went and opened the cupboard. Or let's say now today, 2023, guys. I went home. I opened the cupboard. I found some papers. I opened and saw it was all dusty. I did like this. I saw share certificate with my dad's name. I went and asked them, what is this? Did you buy these shares? I don't remember. So what you will do? Tear it, throw in dustbin, or what you will do? You will go and claim the money, correct? So first you will check if those shares are value. So we will check in Google, we'll see in the company all what is the value today. If there is any dividend which is paid, that means of course it would have not been claimed from my dad because he didn't know share existed. Can I go back to the company now in 2023 and tell, hey, last 20 years, 25 years dividend, the company pay? Or should they pay? I understanding logic. Reality this happened. In 2013, I found shares in my house, my dad's shares. Some 30 shares he bought and kept. I got excited. I was studying in CA internally that time. I took the shares. I realized the value. He invested 30,000 rupees in 1994. So I thought this will be at least 4-5 lakhs I can enjoy. Then I realized the value. Today's value is zero. All the companies invested closed down. Just now forget all that. Now come back, guys. Come back. I am following the question now. Can I go in 2023 and claim the money from 1994 from the company? Will they pay? Question Purida. See, I am not able to get the response. Each batch is different. I will understand only by looking at your faces. Online line, unfortunately, I can't see. So with your response, I will repeat again or not repeat again. So have you all understood the question? You think of the answer. Can I claim? Logic, you just tell logic. You answer always the law is made for the good of the public. The law is common sense for the benefit of the public. Now you tell me, can I go claim? Yes or no? Yes, it's my money. I didn't claim, I know it's my fault, but you don't have the right to. Correct? I go to bank locker, I keep one jewel, one ring, one chain I'm keeping in bank locker. Next 50 years, na pove. But locker charges I paid for next 100 years. Can the bank tell, if 50 years and nobody came, this ring is mine, bank manager will wear? Can he do that? Even if it's 1,000 years, that belongs to the owner. Here also, just because shareholder did not claim, does not mean company can use the money. Company will keep this money in this account itself. This account, which account? For how long? Until he claims. Now look at the practical challenge and look how beautifully they have drafted the law. Follow, guys. 1994, the company declared dividend. We are in which year? Now only I woke up. Hey, where is the dividend? I went and asked the company. Now, 1995, company declared dividend. 1996, company declared dividend. Till 2005, company declared dividend. 2008, we had global crisis. So 2010, company closed down. Possibility is there. So company closed down in 2010. Now when I go and claim, I would have found out that dividend was paid for about 10 to 15 years. But today company is closed down. Whom can I claim? Possibility is there. We say company is perpetual succession. But if I go and claim after 100 years, 2200 la poi kekran. We don't know if company will be there. Correct? Able to follow, guys. So what to do? You tell me what to do. Are you following the law? What to do, guys? That means you understood the issue. That means company may not remain forever. So the law is saying this money will remain in unpaid dividend only for 7 years. That means unpaid dividend account money will stay for 7 years. And after 7 years, what the law is saying, see company, I understand you're a genuine person, but we don't know what will happen to you. But one thing will remain constant even if the 500 years get over. What is that? Government will be there. Correct? Government will be there. Government will definitely be there even after 100. I got a doubt. I'll take it up in a minute. There will be government for sure. Correct? So they're saying after 7 years, transfer this money to whom, guys? Transfer it to government. We call that, we don't call it government. We call it a fund created, like how PM Cares fund. Like that, we have a fund called IEE. The full form is I stands for Investor. Investor Education and Protection. Able to follow, guys. We are done with 3 sections now. I'll give you a breakup, but first let's understand the overall timeline. Simple it is for that question. Now, I have a question, I'll answer that. First, once you declare dividend, pay within. Loudly guys, pay within. I will pay within 30 days. That means you have to get the money in 30 days. I will transfer to separate bank account in. The difference is, I am the company, I am the one who declared. When I declare today, I will transfer to a from my existing cash. Company in balance sheet will have one main bank account, 10,000 crores, correct? From this, I will transfer to a different bank account for 200 crores. Within how many days, guys? 5 days. Pay within. After 30 days, any money is unclaimed or unpaid, transfer to unpaid dividend account within 7 days. After transferring to unpaid dividend account within 90 days, prepare a report of details of shareholders, whatever we have, and publish on website. This money will stay in unpaid dividend account for 7 years. After expiry of 7 years, transfer it to IEPF government for the logic what, guys? That government will remain even if company closes down. Same example, 2023, company closes down. I can reach out to IEPF fund, give evidence that I am the shareholder and get the money. Giri is thinking. So like this, many people who are not claimed up. Thousands of crores will be there, correct? So Giri will go and company, he will go to the government and tell, this money is mine. He takes the money, possibility is there. That we will see later what happens. But till here you understood, if he does that, he'll be in jail. We have a penal provision for that. If you act as if you are not somebody and go claim, maybe I can use your name for example. No, previous batch in the month or example use panna, அவன் போய் complaint பண்ணிட்டான். Sir is using my name example, jail na சொல்றாங்க. Fine. So anybody has a problem, let me know. I will change the example. There are many students. Okay. Fine. This now section numbers. This 5 days no is section 123. And from here till this 90 days or till the 7, all of this is section 124. IEPF will be what, guys? 123 page podachu, 124 podachu. IEPF is what? To follow. Okay. This is the timeline. Here, guys. This in the 30 days start adla. This first 5 days is 123. Then from the start of this 30 days till this end of 7 years, this is 124. The minute I transfer to IEPF, 125 gets activated. That we will see next. We have not seen 125 yet. I only given the starting. Able to follow, guys. Now, is there a now understood till here, guys? Now you tell me, in this where the company can delay. See, this is the timeline given by law, correct? That means company has to follow this. But will they follow? There may be a delay, correct? Where all there can be delay. Not paid within 30 days or not transferred within 7 days or not published within or not transferred within. For everything we have a penalty. Now, I will discuss the important ones first. Not paid within 30 days. Big or small activity. Not paid within 30 days. Is it a big, big non-offense or small offense? Big offense. I made a promise that I will pay, I didn't pay. So, if you declare dividend and don't pay within 30 days, if you declare and don't pay within 30 days, don't worry, we are yet to see the section. We have a separate section for that, 127. It talks about penalty for non-payment of dividend when not paid within 30 days. The other offenses are big or small. Transfer within 7 days, 90 days, 7 years. Big or small, guys? Little small compared to the previous one, correct? So for all of this, penalty is there in section 124 itself. I will show you. I will clear up. Now last thing. If I don't transfer to unpaid dividend, I am also punishing the company to pay an interest of 12% for every day of. Are you all able to follow, guys? Clear? Understanding? Now, I will show you in the material everything. Sir, how to remember, sir, 12% interest? What is the section number? 124 unpaid dividend account. Now you will not appreciate this. 127 will have a different interest rate. That's when you will appreciate it. I'll explain when we get there. Okay. So follow, guys. We are done with the first page. Don't worry. Today, before we all go home, we will all write summary notes only and go home. We will comfortably finish the chapter. We are almost done. 80% of chapter is over. 2 more sections now. Fine. Unpaid dividend account to summarize. Look at 123, guys. This last point I finished. Transfer within. Timeline and all we have to make. So unpaid dividend account, what we just discussed. See, when dividend declared remains unpaid or unclaimed for 30 days from date of declaration of dividend, transfer to separate bank account within 7 days from expiry of 30 days. If I fail to transfer within 7 days, interest will be 12%. Clear? Then after transferring to unpaid dividend account within 90 days, what I have to do? Publish in the website as provided by the government. And next thing, if the money remains in unpaid dividend account for more than 7 years, I will transfer to IEPF. Able to follow, guys? Yes. Separate? Is unpaid dividend account? Yes. No. I meant both bank account and ledger. So what will happen is, you see, my existing bank account has 10,000 crores. I transfer to separate bank account, ICICI, 200 crores for payment of dividend. From this, 170 is paid. What is the balance? 30 crores. So this will again be transferred to one more account called HDFC, 30 crores. In my liability, I will have dividend payable, 30 is still outstanding. That will be transferred to unpaid dividend account 30, both fresh. Got it? Okay. So now contravention of section 124, not transferred within 7 days, not 90 days you didn't publish, not transferred to IEPF in 7 years. Penalty is given below. Penalty is simple. Like this, we will see many penalties. I will tell you how to learn them also. Nothing to worry. Okay. Company will pay 1 lakh plus 500 rupees in case of a continuing offense. For example, when I say continuing offense, within 90 days you have to publish. They published after 105 days. How many days delay? 15 days into 500 plus this 1 lakh. Understood? Instead of 90 days, they published after 900 days. How many days delay is that? 90 days publish pannuma. He is publishing after 900 days. How many days delay? 810 days delay. So 810 into how much? Calculator, guys. How much? 4 lakh. 4 lakh. Are you able to follow, guys? But this will have an upper limit of 10 lakhs. Are you able to follow? For example, 10,000 days delay. How many days now? 9,910. 9,910 days delay into 500 per day. How much is coming? 49 lakhs. He's saying 10 lakhs per. Follow. That means 10 lakhs divided by what I will do to find number of days allowed. Divided by 500. Do 10 lakhs divided by 500. That means up to 2,000 days delay law is allowing. அதுக்கு மேல நீ பண்ணனா கம்பெனியை க்ளோஸ் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. Able to follow, guys? Similarly for officer, amount and here, guys, 125 I will not take it now. The last section in the last class will be 125. So nothing to worry. For now, just understand what is 125. I'll just give you a brief. 125 is a bank account. Simple. 125 is a bank account maintained by whom? Government, and we call that IEPF. All the money which is given to government, like for example now, unclaimed dividend after 7 years will come into this account. Who will maintain this account? Government. This money will be spent for what purpose? Whenever he comes and claims, I have to pay him. Understood? That's all this account. But this section talks about, we learnt one debit, correct? There are multiple other debits. How money will come into the account in last class, and how I can use the money, we will see in the last class. One example I gave you. This account's one example is receipt of unclaimed dividend, payment of dividend to the right shareholder. Correct? Able to follow, guys? Everybody clear till here? So before I go to next section, let's go to summary notes. I will not do this for all chapters. I will do it for 2-3 chapters. You will do for the rest. So go to your summary notes just to show you that how we will summarize this entire dividend chapter in one side max. Okay. Reverse you come, or you're maintaining separate notebook, your wish, but don't write as part of regular notes. Your summary notes, the 30 pages should be together. That is you're paying fees, it's for that. That will help you revise at least 5 times day before exam. I can guarantee that. Okay. Everybody online live and recording, you're watching the class for 2 important things. Summary notes, number 1, concepts. Okay. Now, you write down heading, whatever you write, dividend. Okay, dividend chapter. They're going to summarize everything for exam over here. Okay. First line. Okay. Write it as short as possible. It has to be like SMS language. It has to be like SMS language, hints which you understand. Okay. Somebody might finish in 2 lines, but for you it might go to 5 lines. It's fine. It's fine as long as you can understand. This notes only you should understand. It's my notes. Okay. That is the intention of this note. So look how I will write. You don't have to copy exactly what I am writing. I am writing what I think I can understand when I read later. Dividend recommended by whom? BOD, approved by whom? Shareholders. I am writing in what style I like. Approved by shareholders. Shareholders they cannot increase the dividend. They can do everything else. Correct? I think this should be hardly 3/4 of a line or half a line, as short as possible. Okay. But you can make modifications for you to understand. In the my arrow porter, after 1 month, if you read, if you don't understand, there's no point. Okay. Next. See, I'm giving you a sample to customize it for your needs. Are you getting it, guys? Second key point we learned. Sources. Current year, previous year, or combo. Correct? Source for paying dividend is what? Current year, previous year, combo. If it was me, I'll finish this in 1 line. Some people will go to 1.5 line, but it's fine. I want it to be as short. The intention is the entire chapter should be summarized in one side. 1 page, one side. I don't know if someone's doing that. I will show you one side. Okay. Everybody, clear, guys? Leave some line because we have one more point to cover over there. Okay. Leave like, if you come to second line, give little space, basically space to write 1 word. Or you write down, I'll explain the logic later. Write down the space, we will write down, or again combo or continuation. Current year or previous year or combination, or I can move here, but or guaranteed by central government, state government, or both. Guaranteed by central government, state government, or both. Able to follow, guys? Guaranteed by central government, state government, or I'll explain once we finish the notes. What that point. Next line or next point. previous year or not adequate profits. Previous year or not adequate. That means I'm using previous year or profits are not adequate. What I should follow? 3 rules. Don't write rule 3, 3 rules. I need to remember here. The agenda of these notes is to help me revise the chapter in 5 minutes. Now, what are the 3 rules? Rule 1, average of last 3 years, comma. Rule 2, maximum is equal to 10% of paid up share capital plus free reserves. One line, or if it comes down, not an issue, guys. Comma. Rule 3, balance in equal to of paid up share capital. Rule 2, adjust current year loss. We will come to the depreciation point. These 2 points alone I am yet to teach you, guaranteed by central government or state government. So rule 2, what I am writing, maximum is equal to, or if you want to write more detail, you can write down maximum usage. You can write down if you want maximum equal to 10 if you want to write. Otherwise, you understand it's fine. It's equal to 10% of paid up share capital plus free reserves minus current year loss and depreciation. Rule 3, balance in reserves is equal to 15% of paid up share capital. I think essentially this should not have crossed 4 lines. Your notebook, correct? 4 lines is upper limit. Some will finish in 3 itself. 2 means very good. Fine. Last line. No dividend if deposit not paid slash RR notional gain not allowed. Third point, no dividend is deposit not paid slash RR means you know what, guys? இன்னொரு R put triple R la மாத்தாதீங்க. No RR then CR notional gain not allowed. Here able to follow, guys. In second point, if you have space, put some in the border or something in the index. You write down not applicable to whom? 100% government company. In the margin, you can write 0.2. One small arrow mark, not applicable to whom? 100% government company. That full second point, correct? In index, you can write down, or if you have space in brackets somewhere, simple, not applicable, NA. Don't write not applicable, NA. SMS language, do not use exam. These guys, not allowed. This is for our summary notes. That's my biggest fear of doing this. Exam la poi NA, my short AVG, SH, RICO, avanu short poduvam. My half poduvam. Not applicable to 100% government company. Here, guys. Next, use the 3 line space or something and draw that timeline. Okay. This will take away 3 to 4 lines. It's fine. 3 to 4 lines. It's fine. You know the timeline, correct? I will do it quickly here where I'm writing it for 3rd time. Okay. So you will write the timeline, 5 days, 30 days, 5 days, 30 days, 7 days, 90 days, 7 years. You know what all it means. Write the timeline, 5 days. It's okay, sir. I wrote in the main notebook. Summary note is important. Okay. Separate bank account, pay within. You put this 30 means cumulative bracket. It's not 30 days from end of 5 days. It's 30 days from date of declaration. That's important. 30 days pay within 30 days of declaration. Unclaimed or unpaid to unpaid dividend account. It's fine, 4 5 lines it will take. It's a chart, it covers the entire. Okay. Then 90 days. Report on unpaid or two, that means 7, wait for us. After 7 years of paid dividend account. Here you should just be careful of one thing. Follow. It is not 7 years from end of 90 days. It is 7 years from when? From the time I transfer to unpaid dividend. Write that cleanly. Okay. After 7 years of unpaid dividend account, transfer to IEF. This entire period. IE. Clear, guys? Remember, it is not 7 years from end of 90 days. It's 7 years from end of 7 years from the date when it's transferred to unpaid dividend account. Clear up. After 7 years of unpaid dividend account, transfer to IEPF. Clear up. Third row, first goal, able to follow. Name? Pooja. Able to understand. Shura Purida. Clear, guys? I think this should have taken this with this timeline maximum half a page. Correct? We are still yet to write 125. 2 more sections. 126, 127. We'll finish. Come back and fill this page. Page will not get over. We'll still have 4 5 lines left for what? To fill 125 after the last class. Are you understanding? So one single side, we are finishing entire dividend chapter. Are you getting it, guys? That is the most important thing. Now I'll get back to our syllabus. In this notes, 2 things were still not explained, correct? Depreciation, why I'm adjusting, and money guaranteed by central government and state government. I'll explain that. First, let me finish the easy one. Money guaranteed by central government or state government. Okay. Now, are you all able to follow? Is the subject boring? Hello? When I have full day class 7 to 1, I'll mix accounts and law. Able to follow, guys? Now, next. If it's boring or dry, you all tell me. We'll do other things, because there is no question of break. Okay, we are not going to give break from 10 to, what to say, 12:30, no break. As time goes, I will extend till 1:30. I think sir has told you who has college, what time you should leave. 2 o'clock college. So if you go till 1, not today, but if you go till 1, is it okay? Fine, we'll discuss with sir. Weekends, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday college. Okay, fine. 12:30. I'm going to stick to 12:30. We'll see how it goes. Maybe little later we'll extend it, or we'll start early. That we'll see later, guys. Now today is 12:30. Fine. Now we are discussing about why will the fourth, looking at sources, guys. Sources says sources for declaration of dividend. Current year, previous year, combination. Or fourth point says money guaranteed by central government or state government or combination. Why? Why will government guarantee money for paying dividend? In backward areas, now if a country has to grow and develop, is it enough if Chennai becomes metro accessible, full current, full water, or other parts, tier 2 and tier 3 should develop? Today, if, for example, if you're hungry, if you take Zepto or Dunzo app and order something, in 20 minutes, one person is coming and delivering here, correct? But that is not the case across country. There are places in the country where even basic electricity and water is not available even today. If you have to go to hospital, here if you walk every street, you will find one clinic, doctor. But there are still places in India where for 50 kilometers radius, you will only have one hospital. Everybody knows that. So, to develop the country, across the country, we have to grow. It's difficult for the government by themselves to do it. So what the government will sometimes do, they will appoint a, they will ask a private company, hey, you please go to Northeast India. Their development is very less. You set up a unit over there and you manufacture and sell goods. Then that company will tell, hey, why should I go there? I will rather keep in Chennai. If I keep in Northeast India means my cost will increase. First year I'll have profit, no profit, I will have loss. So government will tell, see, your company like Tata, you are capable of doing it. If you go and set up a plant in backward area, what will happen? More people will get jobs there. Because there are more people working, if I set up a huge plant where 5,000 people have to work over there, okay, then what will happen? What will happen, guys? 5,000 new jobs, food for 5,000 people, infrastructure, hostel facilities, stay facilities, transportation, economy will develop. So what government will tell? 10 companies you set up in that location. In 5 years, that area itself will develop automatically. Then once the area develops, you will make profit. Then company is saying, correct only what you're saying. We understand. But for next 5 years, cost next 5 years, no profit. How will I pay dividend? Government will tell, don't worry. I will guarantee payment of dividend for next years for your company. You're understanding? If you are not able to pay. Certain cases like this, all this they won't ask in. So what we should remember, source of dividend, current year profits, previous year profits, combination of both, money guaranteed by central or state government. Let's proceed. Depreciation concept, I'll take it later. A beautiful concept. Let's go to section 126 and 127. Now, once dividend is declared, now let's say, guys, let's take for example, your name. Sorry, person. Let's say person has shares in ITC. What is ITC company? BMW. Indian tobacco company, but they have hotels, stationery, that also you should remember. They have hotel business, biscuit business, notebook, classmate notebook, all that is there, not only tobacco. So person invested in ITC shares. Invested in ITC shares. He purchased shares of ITC. ITC is the company in India which has the highest cash balance. Bank account la cash irukkumla. Highest cash avana vechirukanga. Idukku you don't ask me. Which company in India has the highest loss? Highest loss making company. 45,000 crores of net loss. Highest loss making. Sorry? We all know the company, 100%. How many of you are using Jio? Online level, raise your hands. Jio SIM card. How many of you using Airtel? How many of you using Vodafone Idea? And the company. Vodafone Idea is the highest loss making company in the world, but good, you guys are contributing for reducing that loss. Very good. Okay. Fine. Who is the reason for that? They had good business. Then some company came, and the Vodafone Idea had to close down, but they couldn't close because brand name Idea and Vodafone very big. So instead of closing, let's jointly suffer. Now, still company is running. They are looking for investment. They tried to get 10,000 crores investment from Google. Google almost gave So leave all that. We'll come back here. Now, example, poor person invested in ITC, highest cash company. And ITC only pays the highest dividend also. Now, today, poor person can transfer the shares of, let's say he wants to transfer it to Giri, wants to buy the shares. They both met in class, Giri wants to buy. Is it possible, guys? Can poor person transfer his shares to Giri? Like how Google Pay is sending 100 rupees, he can send shares to Giri today. System, we have Upstock, Zerodha, we have broker apps. You can transfer shares from poor persons to Giri account within a day. But when was this law made, guys? 1956. That time did we have internet? That means if poor person had to transfer shares to Giri, how he will transfer? Are you understanding how he will transfer? According to ITC, who's the shareholder? Puarasan. Name is there in register of members. Now you tell me, how will I transfer shares from Puarasan name? Practical, common sense. You got app access for class, let's say law class. You want to change the mobile number, what you will do? How you will change? Inform the admin, they will change access. Same way here, if Puarasan wants to change it, the name from his name to Giri's name, how? Inform the company ITC. ITC will check the document, everything, sign lang correct irka, remove whose name and add Giri's. Why will Puarasan do this for free? He's selling the shares, guys. He's the seller. Who's the buyer? Giri is the buyer. How shares used to be bought in those days? Today it's system. Those days we had something called Madras Stock Exchange. We have to go to the stock exchange and we will shout, hey, I have 100 shares. Who wants to buy? Who wants to buy? Who wants to buy? Like a market, we will shout and sell. Reality. I'm not joking. Reality in 1990s, share buy and selling is not as easy as today. I will see YouTube. A famous YouTuber is putting starting ad podva. Come on, invest in shares, sir. Let's all lose the money together. He will put the ad. You will see that. But those days, it's not like that. You go to the market and you buy and sell. Some other day, I will explain to you how that works. Okay. How that works and how tallies. Now we are focusing on what? Puarasan gave a letter to ITC saying, I am selling shares to Giri. And Giri paid the money to Puarasan. Company will transfer names to follow up. Now, this is normal situation. What Giri did, Puarasan is following the class. In the bag the share certificate. So Giri stole the share certificate of Puarasan. Online live students, I will use your names also, but instead of using X and Y, I am just using some names. So Giri stole the shares of whom? Puarasan shares. And what Giri did, he itself signed Puarasan's signature. He saw exam form sign panna. I saw a signature. He itself signed and Giri sent the letter to ITC. ITC also transferred the shares to Giri's name. Correct? Because those days, all that company needs is a letter. That letter should have seller name, buyer name, attachment of share certificate, seller sign, buyer sign. That's all. I will submit it. Correct? So, if Giri stole Puarasan's share certificate or Giri found it on the road, he took it, he signed Puarasan's thing and he submitted to ITC. ITC also transferred the shares from Puarasan to. Will Puarasan be quiet now? He will get a message saying that those days, letter saying that your shares are transferred to Giri. He will think, when did I sell the shares? What will Puarasan do? What will he do? Okay, Pona Poto, I have 100 crores, give it. Or immediately he will run to ITC officer. Run to ITC office and tell, hey, what did you do? He will raise a dispute, correct? That means now a dispute is there between who is the true owner of the shares, correct? That means this dispute is pending in court or ITC somewhere. During this dispute, case will get over in India. Hey, today I filed the case, tomorrow result, or months or years. So nobody is saying months, directly years. During this period of dispute, company will pay dividend. They will declare dividend. The dividend, my question is, after all this example, who will get the person? No question. Another example. Who will get the dividend? Giri or Puarasan? How many of you Giri? How many of you Puarasan? How many of you not both, sir? Not both. I don't know. First, I don't know. How many of you nobody should get, sir? Until dispute is solved, company will give yes, online, yes. Not both. Okay. Now, if I give Giri, will Puarasan be quiet? If I give Puarasan, will Giri be quiet? Giri won't accept. Hey, I bought and sold. He will give proof. The law is saying, I don't want this head. I won't give anybody. I will keep with company itself. Transfer this to account as per section. What is the account called? Unpaid dividend. There's a dispute regarding shares unpaid. So tell me some practical examples. This is like Puarasan Giri class example. Classic example. Brothers are fighting for father's property. family. Every family we see fight for property. So shares are there. Two brothers are fighting. Dispute. Company will tell you. Till then, dividend will be in what? Able to follow up. Understanding, guys. So, apart from dividend, what are the other benefits a shareholder gets? We all know this. Voting rights. I'm talking about monetary benefits. Very good. Bonus shares then. Rights shares. Correct. The law is saying during this period, even if company declares, I'm asking, I can tell bonus, rights, dividend will not be given until dispute is over. Then you are not coming to a class. You can read in your house itself. You're coming to class for you to think as if you are making the law. So what are the benefits of getting bonus? All these rights shares will also be kept on. Dividend will be kept. No. See, unpaid dividend account is for dividend. So bonus and rights, what I will do? I'll keep it on. I'll keep it on hold. But hold means everybody will understand. My brother is an engineering student. On hold, so no. I should use a term. Nobody, only we will understand. You all know the term also. A. Heard of this? Abeyance. From now you will remember. Hold means abeyance. That's the meaning now. Court uses the term what? Abeyance. So when there is a dispute, any benefits which accrues to shares will be kept in what, guys? Abeyance. That is my section. 120, 125 we are not doing. Don't tell sir is skipping. Last class, who will remind me? I will remember, but okay. So 126 says, in simple, look at the summary, guys. If there is any dividend transfer to unpaid dividend account, other things will be kept in abeyance for rights shares or fully paid up shares. I'll repeat again, read properly. What is 126? Rights of dividend, rights shares and bonus to be held in abeyance pending registration of transfer of shares. That means any dispute or for any reason transfer is still pending. I'll keep it able to follow, guys. So where we'll go now? Now go to your summary notes. Summary notes. I can conclude this section in one line, guys. Okay. Summary notes I will write. Share transfer pending or litigated hyphen dividend will go to unpaid dividend account. In other words, you can write dividend is 124 hyphen bonus or rights will be in abeyance. That's it. One line you can finish, or maximum 1.5 line full section. Share transfer pending or litigation hyphen dividend will be transferred to unpaid dividend account. Bonus or rights or any other bonus, rights or anything else, any other benefits given to shareholder will be kept in abeyance, or abeyance means hold. Write it down in your summary notes. Please, please. Clear? Done, guys. Now all of you with me. I want online live and recording to repeat with me what is section 123, guys. Declaration of, loudly guys, 120, declaration of dividend. 124, unpaid dividend account. 124 is what, guys? Unpaid dividend. 125, IEPF. 126, this keep in abeyance. Right of dividend, rights and bonus in abeyance. Again, loudly, guys. Okay, I want everyone to participate with me. What is section number 1? 1. I want everyone to repeat. If anybody I see here is not repeating, we'll write it 10 times. Okay. What is section 123? Declaration of dividend. Online live and recording. Honest case, you made a promise yesterday. 123 is declaration of dividend. 124. 125. IEPF. 126. Abeyance. Dividend, rights and bonus in abeyance. Keywords are enough. Abeyance. Dividend, bonus and rights in abeyance. Again, loudly. This time I won't repeat. I will do the orchestra. You will tell me. 124. Unpaid dividend account. 125. IPF. 126. Abeyance. Dividend rights and bonus kept in abeyance. 123. Declaration of dividend. 1. Title of. You have to follow, guys. 3. What is section 125? You will write all sections from 123 to 127 5 times before tomorrow's class. Section number and name. 123. Very good. 126. 3. 2. 126 again, last chance. Abeyance. Section 1. Everybody online live. 1 second you have to answer. What is 124? If you didn't answer by now, whoever is watching this class recording should write 3 times. All sections 123 to 127. Okay. That gap was for you to answer. Online live also. In the gap when you answer Palana, you should write 3 times and send to me. I will ask you also. Online live, we will have a game where we will ask, we will play online versus offline section number game later. Let's finish some 30 sections first. Okay. Can I proceed further, guys? Able to follow? I know 2.5 hours will be hard, will be very hard. Exam is 3 hours. I will talk about college and non-college students tomorrow. The difference, the approach you have to take. It's very, very hard for college students. Extremely hard. I will tell you tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow first off because I need all the college students here. Tell that. Non-college students finished 12th standard straight to CA. College student 12th முடிச்சிட்டு college of 3 or 4 years and then now you are coming to CA. Or correct, you have finished college and you are coming. This is fine. Very, what to say. 12th, we are all in the studying mood. And then coming to CA is different. But college is 3 years life. Those who went to college, you ask them, please. College life is a relaxed life. 3 years of fun. You will go there, class bunker. So our seriousness will drop significantly. Again, coming back to CA, I want you all to time travel and go back to 12th standard mindset. In detail, I will tell you tomorrow why the challenge. I will talk about some batches where I have taken previously for full college students, 50 students, one batch full normal and one combination. I will tell you how you have to approach, what difference, all of that. Tomorrow morning, you remind me. Now, next section, guys. So, 126 over, last section. Can I take it up, guys? Now, once I declare the dividend, I have to pay within. Guys, I can't keep it. But I have to pay within. I'm saying it's a mistake I paid. Please leave it. Will you allow? Why? You're getting late. 15 days only, no. Do you have any loss? What loss? I wanted the term opportunity cost. If I received after 30 days, Sharan would have invested this in bank and earned some interest. Interest on the 15 days interest loss. Let's compute that interest. Let's say bank interest FD 7%, reasonable interest. So 2 lakhs into 7 by 100, 15 days only. 15 by 365. What's the amount, guys? Online live and recording, don't wait for me to write. If you 575 online live and recording, if you're going to wait for me to give the answer and don't use calculator, you will forever keep waiting. 575. Now, Charan, I'm asking you real life. Okay, I have to pay you 2 lakhs. I paid you 15 days later. So you have an opportunity cost of bank life. If I invested, I would have got 575. Will you waive it? Okay, no problem. Or will you claim that money? How many of you give it 575? How many of you know I want the 575? I will ask for it. My money, I have the right. 3 rupees what? Earned for you. Not both. Not both now. What you're saying? Who's this? Martin is saying not both. What will you do, Martin? Not claim, not ask. What you will do? This there is no, I don't know option. What Martin is saying. Okay. Previously said answer. Sorry, Martin. I think it was 7 minutes earlier. Sorry. So 575, either I will claim or not claim. Correct? Majority of us will claim. Say 20 lakhs. You will claim you have be in thousands. You can cover my lunch for 3-4 days. And so now the law says whether shareholder is allowing or not, you made a mistake. So you pay interest. You pay how much interest? 124 is how much? 12 nala 12%. Here 127, 7 plus 1. What sir? So lame. Mokka joke போடுறீங்களே sir. Exam இதுதான் ஞாபகம் வரும். Exam you will get confused 12 18. This is punishment. 127 is punishment. So higher interest rate. Able to follow. One more thing I will show you. 124. We will 124. Yeah, we will discuss when we get there. So 124 is how much? 12%. Clear? Able to follow, guys. 127, 7 plus 1, 8. So therefore, 18% interest. They are saying after 30 days, you have not paid. Two things. Giri example was what? Unclaimed. He didn't claim. Will I pay interest? Only if it is unpaid. So unclaimed means no interest, only if it is unpaid beyond 30 days. Company has to pay interest of 18% to the shareholder. But beyond this, only interest enough? No. It is a punishment. If I don't wear helmet, they will say 10,000 rupees penalty. Helmet costed 2,000 rupees. Intention is to punish you for not following the law. So here they are saying interest of 18% plus a concerned person who had to pay, director or officer of the company, may be imprisoned for how many days? Up to 2 years, plus he has to pay a penalty of 500 per day of, that's what is there in the book. Sorry, 1,000 guys. So sorry about it. 1,000 per day of day. So what? Don't read everything in the book. In the book, when you get it very soon, the class, read only what I show you. What I'm covering here, yeah, other side. I generally cover when I'm standing to the left hand side, is what I cover. Is it getting fully covered, guys? Right, less. Fine. They're saying if the company fails to pay declared dividend or fails to post the warrant check within 30 days of declaration, interest rate at 18% for whom? Shareholders. Then director who is knowingly default up to 2 years and liable to pay a fine of 1,000. This 18% will be paid to shareholders. This 1,000 will be paid to government. Okay. Now, delay is 30 days, guys. I should pay within 30 days. I paid on 36th day. 6 days the delay. Delay to imprisonment. Here. Now. Not to shareholders. Look at this. We have company. We have shareholders. We have board of directors. We have somebody called MCA. Ministry of Corporate Affairs, government department. 18% is paid to shareholders, fine is paid to government, directors will go to the jail. Understood, guys? This is when, if you don't pay within 30 days. So we are almost at the end of section 127. Follow, guys. Now, don't read what's in the book. Don't do that. Online live recording. Okay. Now, follow. Let me give you next few examples. Okay. In the month of March 2020, company declared dividend. April 2020, before, let's say this is 31st March they declared, or let's say 20th March they declared this. Till then life was normal. 20th April, before that I have to pay off. Correct? After declaring dividend, lockdown came, 21 days. The first lockdown, which was very strict, could you send post? At least second lockdown and all, Swiggy, Zomato and all was working. But first lockdown, full strict lockdown, correct? So how can the shareholder fight and say, dividend not paid within 30, give me 18%? We're able to follow up. So this section which says, what section? Section 127, which talks about punishment for non paying dividend within 30 days. It says where a company, yeah, I think online no issues. Yeah. It says where a company, follow guys, where a company has not paid within 30 days, punishment is what? 18%. However, they are saying, what they are saying, guys, what example I gave you just now? Sometimes this one. Fine. So now they are saying, if there is going to be a, I declared when in March 2020, I couldn't pay by 30th April. Why? COVID. So can I ask for penalty? Can I ask the company to pay? Remember this in the back of your. Next example. Giri invested in ITC. Giri is saying ITC always pays money to Giri by doing a bank transfer. I'm just giving examples. I want you to give me the answer. Dividend. So what Giri has told, this amount of dividend. Who's your best friend, Giri? Close friend. Name Prakash. Giri is telling ITC, I am only the one who has to receive the dividend, but you don't pay me. This year, dividend, you pay to Prakash. His birthday, I want to give birthday gift. Okay. You pay to whom? Prakash. Giri specifically gave instruction to whom? Instruction in mail, he sent instruction. Okay. He gave name of Prakash, bank account of Prakash. So after 30 days, employee, while paying dividend, he paid to Giri. Can he claim the penalty? Or let's say in other words, company did not pay to Prakash, did not pay to Prakash, did not pay to Giri also, because they were confused whom to pay. Now 40 days over, the company liable for penalty? Yes or no? Yes, because shareholder gave instruction, company did not follow. Giri sent a mail, let's say today, on 6th March, saying you pay it to Prakash. 9th March, company replied, sorry, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. We will pay only to Giri. Okay. And on the due date, company paid to Giri only. Okay. Now, is the company liable? Because company communicated saying that whatever instructions you gave, I cannot follow. Last example, Giri sent a mail to company. Cash no word, I want the money. Give it to me. But Giri is telling, this is ITC's office. Example, ITC's office. Giri's house is here. இதுக்கெல்லாம் இதுக்கு போஸ்ட் போட்டு இங்க போய் போஸ்ட் பாக்ஸ்ல போட்டு this will go to post office, then come to his house. And based of post also, Giri mailed ITC and told, hey, my house is next building. From terrace, if you see, I can tell hi. You don't pay dividend to me in warrant. Come to my house and give check. Correct? So he wrote a mail, please come to my house and give a check. Company replied to him saying, no, we cannot do that. In this time gap, Giri closed the bank account. He closed the bank account. Because why he closed the why bank account? He closed the bank account. No, he didn't get the dividend. Can he fight with company saying 30 days overpay interest? Why? He gave instructions. Company is not following the instructions and communicated back to. So let's say Last example, guys. In the office, let's say in ITC, the office is name Aravind, Aravind A. Aravind is the head CS in the office. Giri gave instruction, come to my house and give. Aravind is saying, he decided he will not go to the house and give the, but he did not communicate that to whom? Giri. The last example, got instruction, Aravind did not communicate back to Giri. Therefore, Aravind did not pay dividend. Can Giri claim interest? Are you following the question? Giri has asked Aravind, ITC, come to my house and give dividend. In mail. Aravind decided not to come to the house and give, but he forgot to intimate Giri about the rejection. Now dividend is not paid. Can Giri claim the money from ITC interest? Yes or no? Yes, because instructions were given and not followed, or if you are not following, inform me. Now, last example, guys. Last example. Our example of that share transfer issue. I've got an Pooarsan and Giri. The share transfer issue is there. That time, Pooarsan and Giri are fighting with the company, saying, I am the shareholder. Company transferred money to unpaid dividend account under section 120. It's correct. Now, dispute is going on for 6 months. Both are fighting. Hey, 30 days over. Pay me 18% interest. Can they ask? Following? Are you following the question? The dispute is pending for 6 months in the court. In this time, Pooarsan and Giri want to use section 127 and say, pay me the interest because 5 months delay. Will company pay? Yes or no? Because dispute is pending. Now, all these examples, I didn't teach you the law. I just gave you randomly COVID example, instruction example, then unpaid dividend. You gave the answer. Correct? Last example, you tell me, using your common sense, just use your common sense. 3 ITC. In school, we would have studied share application, share first call, share second call, share third call. Like that, let's say 10 rupees share, only 4 is paid up. Okay. 6 is made in final call. 3 did not pay. This happened, let's say, on 2nd March 20. Giri did not pay that final call. On 15th March 23, company declared a dividend of 5 rupees per share. I am the company. Can I adjust this? Can I adjust the dividend with the call money? Common sense. Forget about law. Common sense. Can I adjust? ITC has to pay to Giri 5 per share. ITC has to receive from Giri how much? Why can't I adjust both and make it 9? Or let's say instead of 5, this is rupees 7 per share. Assume this is rupees 7 per share. Can I adjust 7 and 6 and tell I will pay only 1? Basically, I'm asking, can I do set off? Can I do a set off? How many of you forget Companies Act? Common sense. How many of you? Yes. Say it straight up, confident. How many of you know? How many of you I don't know? Very simple. Now, common sense means you should not think like law. What is the common sense answer? Today I didn't get my wallet, so I wanted to travel somewhere. Needed cab charges, 500 rupees. I asked Giri. He gave me, sir, no problem, sir, take 500. I said, I'll give it back to him tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, he came and told, sir, I have to pay 500 rupees for the book. Instead of paying the book, you adjust with this 500. Will I do that? Or in other words, let's say we have seller, we have buyer. Seller sold goods of rupees 10,000 to buyer, and buyer also sold different goods of 7,000 to seller. Okay. Now, when buyer has to make the payment to seller, will he pay 10,000 and collect 7,000 or netta he will pay 3,000? You do it with friends also. நீ என்கிட்ட வாங்கி 100 ரூபா வாங்கின, I gave you 50 rupees. Split wise, we'll do it up. So here, will the company collect 6 rupees, 5 rupees, or do set? Common sense, set off. Remember, law is all about common. The law says, in cases where the company has any money recoverable from the shareholder, I can set off that the amount I have to pay. Able to follow, guys. Now, all these examples is what is there here. They are saying this section 127 is not applicable in the following cases. What are they? First one, dividend could not be paid by reason of operation of any law, COVID, lockdown, you can't pay. Able to follow? Second, where shareholder has given directions to the company regarding payment of dividend and those directions cannot be complied with and the same has been communicated to him. Third, where there is a dispute regarding right to receive dividend. What point is it? Section 126, dispute 126. Okay. Next, where the dividend has been lawfully adjusted by the company against the sum due from the calls and arrears. Last one, any other reason, failure to pay or the time is not the default of the company, like unclaimed. So what are the 5 points? 5 or 6? What are the 5 points? You have to write down A. First is operation of law. Next, instructions given, communicated to shareholder. Next is dispute, lawfully adjusted. Any other dispute regarding right to receive dividend. Clear, guys? In the summary notes, how will I write this? What you will do in summary notes is, the summary notes, you will write 127, whatever point it is. Failure to pay in 30 days. 330 D in pota podo summary notes. Don't write 30 days. Keep it as short as possible. Interest at 18% plus director or officer up to 2 years. If I just write up to 2 years, what it means? 2 years punishment plus 1,000 per day of summary notes. You will write failure to pay in 30 days hyphen interest at 18%, director or officer up to 2 years plus 100 per day of fault. I think it should get over in one line or 1.5 line max. Then below you will write down exceptions. All these 5 points, write one after the other. Otherwise, it will go into 5 lines, waste of space. Write A, operation of law. B, instruction given, communicated, not followed. C, dispute. D, lawfully adjusted. And E, any other reason. 2 lines we can finish. One after the other. Excuse me, guys. Second point, what they're saying, instructions where shareholder has been given directions the company regarding payment of dividend, those directions cannot be complied. Come home and give, and the same has been communicated to the shareholder. The instructions given, communicated to shareholder, what company communicated. Here, guys. Instructions given by whom? Shareholder, company, communicated back. So should I write exactly what you're writing on the board? No. Make the changes suitable to your what you can understand. Able to follow, guys? All of you clear? The summary notes. Now look at your notebook. Everybody watching online live and recording, online live, put a thumbs up. Summary notes. Is it over for you? We are done with the chapter. We have one more section which I will take it up later, today itself. We are done with 3/4 page. You're done now. What all sections we covered? 123, 124, 125 only name. Late that balance 1/4 is to write this and one more section. 126. Now, this summary notes, I can type it and give it in a separate book. But it cannot be customized. It will be in my handwriting, what I understand. But you won't understand. If you see your note, after 1 week, you should be able to understand what's there. That means you have to write more better if you're not able to understand. Got it, guys? Like this, we will do 1 page for every chapter. Deposits, 1 page. Auditors, 2 sides. Big chapter means 2-3 sides. But in 30, that's why I said 30 sides. Some chapters will take 3-4, some will take only 1 side. In 30 pages, full company's act is done. Here, guys, that is very, very important. I will not do this summary notes for all the chapters, but I will do at least for this 1, 2, 3, few more chapters. One big chapter, share capital and debentures. I will do that big chapter. But other chapters, who has to do it? You have to do it. I will check if everybody has done it. You will not be allowed in the class, at least offline, if I don't see that. Okay. Because from previous batch, I gave option. Many were not following. Batch I am trying. Not allowed in class if you don't have to see. But last batch, crash I finished. One crash was from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or something. One guy came at 10:30. Why you came later? Sir, if you don't write summary notes, I won't allow in class. So I sat outside, finished, then came. Like that all don't do. Okay. Possible, right? It's only for your good. Now, let's quickly revise, guys, what we've seen till now. The whole point is, now are you okay with this kind of teaching? Concept, logic, and then points? Or do you want me to do exception 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Read. Which one? Concept is fine. Okay. Let's quickly revise, guys. What is section 1? Title. 123. Declaration of dividend. What is this declaration of dividend saying? Dividend should be paid out of current year profits, past year profits, combination of both, or money guaranteed by central government or state government. Whenever I use previous year profits, online level also can repeat previous year profits. I will use my rule 3. It has 3 rules. Rule 1 is average rule, average of last 3 years. Rule 2 is withdrawal of 10%. Rule 3 is balance should be in at least 15% of paid up share capital. Online live students, you have the permission to unmute and repeat. Don't tell it's being a mess, sir. Here also like only online live can repeat. Okay. At least if one student is repeating in online live, others will be benefited. Okay. 123 is done. Then 123 also says, can I use revaluation reserve for paying dividend? Can I use notional gains? No. Notional gains means revaluation reserve. Okay. Can I pay dividend if I don't repay deposits on time? No. These 3 rules are not applicable to whom? 100% government company. Then the end of this section says, once I declare dividend, transfer separate bank account within. Once I transfer, I move into section 124, which talks about unpaid dividend account. Once I declare, transfer within 5 days, pay within. If I don't pay within 30 days, transfer to 7 days. Then after expiry of 7, once I transfer from that point within 90 days, prepare a report of details of shareholders. If I don't transfer within 7 days, interest is 12%. If I don't transfer within 7 days, interest is 12%, section 124. This money will stay in unpaid event account for how many years? After that, I will transfer to, that is section 125. 125 we have not seen, just I given you the brief, last class, last section. 126, abeyance, rights, bonus will be kept in abeyance, dividend will be transferred to unpaid event account. Very good online live, very good. 127, punishment for not paying the dividend within. So after declaring not paid within 30 days, punishment is how much? Or 1,000 rupees per day plus imprisonment up to 2 years for the director. We have some exceptions. What are the exceptions here? In the following exceptions, common sense, operation of law, instructions given not followed, communicated, dispute between directors, it is lawfully adjusted, any other reason. Okay. These 5 points, all of you will know, right? 3 times. Don't look at my face. If you are looking at my face, I'll change to 5 times. First. 3 times, not in summary notes area, regular notes or somewhere. I will make you write multiple things many times. If you feel my main notebook is getting spoiled, get one rough note. Rough note for writing all these things. Sir, main notebook, I don't want to write 3 times, sir. It's my new notebook will be very clean, it will get spoiled. Then you get one rough note, write somewhere. Write somewhere, don't write on the bench. Write anywhere you want. 3 times all the 5 points. Including online live, randomly I will pick somebody and ask from online live, show me your notebook in camera. If I don't find it, you will write 5 or 7 times. Any of your neighbors are not writing, report to me. You will get cash reward, they will write 10 times. Cash reward or some chocolate, and they will write 10 or 15. Three times, guys. And when you're writing this, don't write like an assignment. Last time when you're writing 3rd time, put that little extra effort to write without seeing. Okay. I want you to learn when you write. 3rd time alone, try to write without seeing. Super assignment. Put that little extra effort, guys. We will learn in the class itself. And Ram has finished. Ram, tell me without seeing. Close. Without seeing. Operation of law, dispute, legally adjusted. Any other reason? Instruction not completed and communicated by the company to shareholder. Can you expand this in exam? Don't write like this. Yes, tell me, Arvind, all the points without. Online, can I have? Online, anybody finished? Can online students, I might move away from camera because I'm just checking the student's notebook. Online students, turn the camera on and I want to see it, guys. Notebook kaata camera munadi. Fast. Notebook now. Sir, I know mudikla, it's fine. By this time, 2 times we should have finished. Show me your notebook, everybody. I'm going to bend and see, guys. Recording and all, don't feel bad. I'm just checking the notebook. Yeah, Aishwarya's fine, Premlata fine, Martin fine, fine. Okay, Vasundhara, can you unmute and tell me all the 3 points honestly? Video on. Whenever I'm talking to you, video on. Vasundhara, video on. No 1 minute, no. In 5 seconds, I want all the 5 points. Fast. Yes, go ahead. 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where is the answer, Vasundhara? So, okay, no problem. You write 5 more times and show it to me tomorrow. Okay. No worries, nothing will happen if you write. In LKG, we all wrote ABCD 100 times. Did you ask the teacher why? No. Okay. Now quickly. See, the whole point is, sir, this is not fair, sir. You gave her just 5 seconds and you're making her write 5 times. In exam, it's all about handling pressure. When I ask you normally, you will all tell together. But when I suddenly pinpoint somebody and give a 3 seconds time limit, in that pressure, we will all crumble. And my whole goal is to ensure you feel that pressure. See, cricket, practice nits I'll hit. But match when crowd is there, I'll get bold duck out. That it's all about handling that pressure. 9 months I studied. At 3 hours, the pressure is all mental. You need to calm yourself down. So don't take it personally if I make you write 5 times. You will remember for life. That's it. Giri, book close pan. Book close pan fast. Close. Tell me all the 5 points. Operation of law. Dispute. Any other reasons? 3. Lawfully adjusted. Communicated by shareholder company and company gave instructions and communicated. Good. Sharon, tell me 124. What is the interest percentage? 12%. Yourself. Name? Raghavi. Tell me the 3 rules in section 123. Rule 3. Average of last 3 years. Withdrawal of 10% of what? Paid up share capital and last one. 5. What's balance of what? Balance in reserves and surplus should be 15% of paid up share capital. Should it be more or less than? Should be less than 15% of paid up share capital. Correct? Balance in reserves and surplus should be at least 15% of paid up share capital. That means it should be more than 15%. Correct? I'll give examples. Reserves and surplus is 200. Paid up share capital is 1000. 15% is how much? 150. Is it valid condition? No. Yes or no? Balance and reserves should be at least more than. Follow. Are you understanding? Have a seat. Last student. Please Ashwara. 100%. What is section 124? Unpaid? Full. Unpaid? Full name. Unpaid what? Dividend? Unpaid dividend account. Okay. So whenever I'm asking questions here, guys, online live and recording, sir is not asking me. I'm going to relax now. Recording, I can't ask you. Okay. So whenever I'm asking questions to anybody, it is deemed that I'm asking you all the questions and you have to prompt all the answers. In a way, it's beneficial. Here, if I have 10 students, I'll ask one each. 10 questions. All 10 questions are addressed to you. Recording, I'm talking to you only. Okay. Now, 124, what is 124? I have to publish in website and newspaper within how many days after transferring to this account? How many days? 90 or 60 or 30 or 90 days. Okay, last. What is the rate of interest in this account? 12 or 18%? 18%. Write down 124 all the points 5 times and come tomorrow. 124, what is the percentage, guys? Write it 5 times tomorrow and come. Yes. Yes, Martin. Martin, you had a doubt. 12%. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, Martin. Next. Correct. And the unpaid dividend account, the unpaid dividend account, when you transfer, for example, within 5 days I have to pay. So 5 days over. Within 30 days overall, I have to transfer. I have to transfer to unpaid account within. I transferred in 3 days itself. Possibility is there of. Within 3 days I transferred. Then my 90 will start from third day. My 7 years also will start from end of 3. Be clear in that. Able to follow. Next. Section 1 another. Section 1. Title. Title, what is it? Companies Act. What is section 127? Punishment. What is the punishment in 127? I want the amount. How much? Interest and amount. 18%. Imprisonment up to. See, so I'm getting answers. Yeah, see, answers coming before you. Exam, you're competing with full India. Fast or no? Others silent. Tell me all the 5 exceptions in 127. You have 5 seconds. Operation of law. Okay. Notice given, communicated then. Lawfully adjusted. Any other reason? Last. 126 another. What is 126? 3. The term. 3, 2, 1. Write all the points one more time. One more time, write all the points. I remember whomever I ask, I will check it. Don't think sir won't check. Okay, I remember whomever. There are 5. Here 1. Giri will write all. Section number 2, 5 times. Now loudly, guys. What is section 123? Declaration of dividend. Current year profits, combination of both or previous year profits. 3 rules, sir. Average of last 3, usage of 10%, balance of 15% in reserves. 124, unpaid dividend account. Time limit, transfer within 5 days, pay within 30 days, 7 days. Transfer 90 days. Report overall in this account it will stay for 7 years. Otherwise, transfer to IEPF. 125. We will talk section numbers here and everybody will remember. 126. Abeyance. If any issue is there, bonus will be, rights will be in abeyance, dividend will be in abeyance. 127. Punishment for not paying within 30 days. Now, dividend is declared when? Sometime. But approved by whom? Approved by where? The meeting of shareholders. That's called a general meeting or also called as AGM. Whenever dividend is declared over here, that's called final dividend. Whenever dividend is declared at any other period during the year, before or after AGM, that's called interim dividend. Interim dividend is in section 123, subsection 3. 123, subsection. I will not teach this concept today, but what interim dividend, the section starts off says, sir, we finished studying 123, 124, 125, 126, 127. So again for interim dividend, again I should study provisions. Section says, whatever we studied for this 124 unpaid dividend account concepts, so 125 IEPF, 126 abeyance, 127 penalty is equally applicable for 123 subsection 3. So they are saying whether I declared an AGM or any other time, only the name of the dividend is different. This section does not differentiate between final or interim dividend. It says any dividend, all provisions you have to follow. Subject to one small difference. Only one small difference, which we will see in the next class only. So before we go, What all sections? I'm leaving you always. I start on time and end on time. Okay, that's fine. 12:30 means I will slowly start going till 12:45 1, but I will not go beyond 1 because we have to complete syllabus. As a cutoff, 31st August, the batch has to get over. As per plan, everything is going fine. First few days I will go slow, but slowly I will go time and all of that. Recording and all, you will get the access. Sir, I have college today at 10 a.m. I have to leave. All of that, you will get the access. Fine. So again, before we wind up, guys, section numbers, let's quickly revise once. What's 123? Declaration of dividend. 124, unpaid dividend account. 125, IEPF. 126, abeyance. 127, punishment for not paying the dividend on time. 123, subsection 3, interim dividend. Section 1. Everybody remembers. Can someone tell me all these without seeing? Anybody volunteers, or I'll pick somebody? 3. Online also can volunteer, guys. Any volunteers? 3, 2, 1. Yes. Declaration of dividend. IEPF. No. Next one. Section 1. What is 123? Rule 3. 3 rules. Average rule, balance rule. So 123, 123 subsection 3 is rules. 123 subsection 3 is intermediate. 123 rule 3 is what? 3 rules. To follow, guys. So that's it for today. Online. So tomorrow's, I think tomorrow ideally today was supposed to be 7 to 1. But the end of the day, there may be changes. Okay. But the class will never get cancelled. Okay. Me and Rahul stay nearby only. If I am not well, I will call Rahul. He will come. Don't worry, Karthik, I will take care. If Rahul is not well, I'll tell, don't worry, Rahul. He will inform me at 6:30. Say I am not able to go to class. I will come to class. So we cover for each other. Other faculties also. If we are not there, last minute we'll tell. Only if all the faculties are unwell, then you will have leave. That time also Hari sir will come and give test. So 7 to 1, we will be here. Okay, you will come to class. So don't think night 11 o'clock when message came, hey, class cancelled. We will have the class. Subjects might change. That's it. I think everybody has joined for all subjects, group 1. I think except 1 or 2 have joined only for DT. For them alone issue, but for us, not an issue. So see you all tomorrow 7 to 1. Tomorrow our agenda will be, I will first finish off law, or I will, first session law, next session accounts, or first session accounts, next session, based on my law and accounts. You want accounts first, next law. Fine, first accounts, then law. We'll introduce group 1 accounts tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Thank you, guys. Any doubts? End of the class, I always wait for 5 minutes. For doubts, you can WhatsApp me also. But when we have the class, use the benefit. Thank you. Any doubts online live before we wind up? Okay, no doubts. Thank you, guys. Once again, I'll close this. Yes, Martin, ask a doubt. Yes. In real life scenario, we don't have calls. Full money is paid in application. So the question is, how can we use this point? This point was made again back in 1950. But in today's real life scenario, let's say you are a shareholder and you purchase some goods from company. You didn't pay the money. You can adjust over that. Got it? Fine. I'm closing the class if there's nothing else.